Hello, what is up, guys? It's me, Razor Ivy, and today we'll be showing you a Rainbow Cup tournament with my very own Razor Ivy strat. So let's see how it goes. First off, we're battling Papa Stitch 75. So I lead with an Ivysaur and he leads with a Quagsire. So we both know na nasa disadvantage si Quagsire. So he switches to Venusaur and I switch to my Ninetales. Let's see what he will go for. He goes for a Frenzy Plant and we block it because we're afraid it might be a sludge bomb. So now we go for the Psyshock hoping to bait a shield and successful tayo don. And this one will be another Frenzy Plant and we shield it so we can farm it down so that we can have our energy. So he goes for the Quagsire and here we're hoping to bait a shield. Let's see if successful. It is not. So he takes the Psyshock and we have no shields left. So let's see what happens. It's an earthquake. It KOs our Ninetales. So now we go for our Ivysaur with the Razor Leaf. So you know na why it's called the Razor Ivy strat, right? So it's a Razor Leaf Ivysaur. So he goes for the Dragon Claw against our Mantine. We can take it. We go for the Aerial Ace. Let's see if he shields. He shields it. So let's see what happens. If this is a Blast Burn, it will kill. It will faint our Mantine. And it is a Blast Burn. So this is dangerous because he might get to another Dragon Claw. But we get to our Sludge Bomb. It KOs the Charizard and Razor Leaf will take the Quagsire down. So let's see. We won the first game. So thinking time. Um I was thinking maybe he will change his lead. So ayan. We are viewing his team and we decided to stick with the Razor, the Ivysaur lead, the Razor Ivy lead. So I lead with Ivysaur and we should have switched to a Mantine lead because of course what happens is that he goes for the counter sa Ivysaur. But let's see what happens. He eats a solar beam and Azumarill is dangerously low and we will faint that Azumarill down. And let's see what happens. He goes for the Charizard next and we go for the Mantine. Um, I was thinking that it will be a blast burn and we predicted it right. So yeah, wing attack to an aerial ace. So we got that excellent in the flying charge mini game is very difficult to pull off. So ayan, we predicted another blast burn. So we will go for um the minimal damage, but it ends up KOing the Charizard. We wanted more energy, but we go for the KO there, and then he goes for the heavy slam against our Ivysaur. Let's see what happens next. Will we be able to get to a sludge bomb? No, because he spends a charge attack against our Ivysaur. Now, this is very crucial because if it does not KO the fortress, he might get to another heavy slam, but we go for the win. So now, against Sad Potato, I lead with Mantine versus Beedrill. So it's good because we have the advantage. He switches to a Raichu. And then let's see what happens. He goes for the brick break and I razor leaf him down. Ayan. We see how the damage goes because of the razor leaf and we end up fainting the Raichu. So now we get to face the Beedrill. So we go for the sludge bomb. Let's see what happens. He shields it and I go for the razor leaves and he is farming us down and we're trying to get to another sludge bomb, but we decided to go for the nine tails switch and we end up taking his charge attack and he faints. So we are going to bait a shield with a Psyshock because it's his last Pokemon and he should shield it, but he read us and ayan, we have another Psyshock. So let's see what happens. I didn't shield this Earthquake because we have two other Pokemon in the back. So Razor Leaf that Quagsire down. So let's see what happens next. And we are going to switch to an Ivysaur lead. Oh, it's a Ninetales actually. So we go for that Ninetales lead. Let's see what he goes with. Ayan. Sad Potato is my friend. So shout out Sad Potato. Hello Ivan. Ayan. I lead with the Ninetales. He leads with the Beedrill. I didn't think I predicted it right, but ayan. I think na he will lead with the Beedrill because na he thought I will go for the Ivysaur lead. So here we see how Ivysaur farms the water types while being able to take an ice beam with that low HP. So he goes for the Beedrill. I go for the Sludge Bomb against his Beedrill and he shields it. Ayan. We go down. He has enough energy for another X-Scissor or Aerial Ace. But we get to a Psyshock. Ayan. We missed some beads there, but it's fine. Now we will go for our Mantine against his Ninetales. Let's see what happens. So he goes for the Psyshock. And we will go for the Water Pulse because he has no shields left and that will be super effective against the Ninetales. So let's see. He has the Beedrill and we will shield his Sludge Bomb. Now we will go for the last attack which will be the Aerial Ace. So we will take that game. Thank you for the match, Ivan, Sad Potato. So next up, we are against Hawkchaaaan. So if you don't know Hawkchaaaan, sobrang lakas niyang player na yan. And he's a friend of mine. So I predicted his lead, which is the Azumarill lead. And we are going for the razor leaves right here. So let's see if he can get to another ice beam. Unfortunately, no, he doesn't get to another ice beam. So we will go for the sludge bomb against his fortress. And we will go for our Mantine switch. So Mantine versus Quagsire, we just need to be careful with Quagsire Stone Edge because it will hurt. So, ayan. We can take a Stone Edge because we have an Ivysaur in the back. And now we will go for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace against the Quagsire. She shields it and then he is farming us down. He will get to another Stone Edge which will faint our Mantine. And now we have our Ivysaur. So our Ivysaur will be farmed by the fortress. So we will swap to our Ninetales. So ayan. He goes for the heavy slam but we can just faint him down with fire spins. So we take game number 1. So moving on to game number 2. I will go for the Mantine lead because I think he will go for the Fortress lead. Ayan, we are seeing his team right now. Ayan, that's his team. So we are thinking whether or not we will lead with the Mantine. And we lead with the Mantine. So let's see what happens sa next game against Hawkchaaaan. See, we're furiously tapping right there. And the game starts. He leads with the Meganium and we have the advantage right here. Because we resist the Vine Whips. I mean, it does neutral damage to us. So a Frenzy Plant still hurts. And we go for the Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace against the Meganium and he does not shield it. Unfortunately, he did not go for the Frenzy Plant because maybe he was lacking sa energy. Now we go for the Aerial Ace against his Quagsire and he shields it. Mudshot forming and we get to another Aerial Ace. Yeah. So he takes it and he gets to a Stone Edge and that will faint our Mantine down. Now we will farm the Quagsire with our Ivysaur. Now we switch to our Ninetales, which will be able to fire spin his Victreebel down. He went for the double grass strategy, but it's not advisable sa team ko because it's a Mantine and a Ninetales. So the next game is against the Junior 12. I lead with an Ivysaur and he predicted me. Ayan, he goes for the Fortress. I went for the safe switch Mantine because if it's something else, we will go for the safe switch to Ninetales in order to bait out the water types. So we go for the Aerial Ace right here. He went for the Ice Beam which dealt decent damage. Now we are not using our shields yet. Now he's going for another Ice Beam and hopefully I get to the Aerial Ace and I do. And let's see if he shields. He shields it. Now let's see what happens next. It's the Razor Leafer. It's the Ivysaur. So let's see if he goes for the Fortress, which he did. Now let's go for the Sludge Bomb. I don't want to swap to Ninetales because he might get to another water type, which will be the Quagsire. See, this Razor Ivy strat is lead dependent, and this is not going good for us this game. I go for the Psyshock bait. He takes it Now I go for another side shock, which will not KO the Quagsire. And now we shield his Stone Edge. Now we fire spin him down. Let's see what happens. We don't have a shield. He goes for the Rock Tomb, which will KO us. And this is bad because you know that a Fortress will farm down the Ivysaur kahit anong mangyari. So he takes game number 1. So the standing is 3-1 right now, and this is I right, it's 3-0. I mean, you will know why I said 3-1 later. So I go for the Mantine lead against what do you think he'll go for? Yeah, let's wait for him. So I thought that he will lead with a Fortress, but he goes for the Lantern, and now I am very doomed because this is bad. I'm locked. So you see, I spent a shield there, and what he taught me after the game is that if somebody shields in a losing matchup, it is probably a big charge move which will feint him down. So he predicted me right there. Ayan. So take note of that, guys. Ayan. If somebody shields in a losing matchup, it's probably a big charge move which will turn the game. But here we go for the Sludge Bomb, and we swap to our Mantine, and he goes for the Rock Tomb. Let's see what happens. I'm trying to farm the fortress down for some extra energy because we have no shields left. Let's see what happens. I go for the aerial ace, which was very clutch because he will get to another heavy slam by then, and we have no HP left. So we went for that strategy. So now we are against a Venusaur, and that's a Venusaur, and we all know that it is a losing matchup against the Razor Leafer because we charge very slowly. So it's 3-1 now. So last match against Stick Gardevoir, we lead with the Ivysaur pa rin. We lead with the Ivysaur, and he leads with the Lantern. Fortunately for us, we are in an advantage. Now he swaps to the Ninetales. I almost swapped to my Ninetales because it has been um, muscle memory to switch to safe switch to Ninetales, but buti na lang we went for the Mantine. So now we go for the aerial ace. We went for the aerial ace, and he shielded it. Now let's see what happens. It's a Psyshock. We can take it because Mantine is tanky. Now we farm him down, and we have tons of energy. Now we go for the aerial ace against the Venusaur. He blocks it, and then we get to another aerial ace. No, we won't be able to. Now we are um, fighting it with our Ninetales. Now he swapped to the Lantern now, which will go for the Razor Leaf Ivysaur because if we stayed there we will be at a disadvantage. Kahit nasabi natin mabait natin, he still has a Lantern. which is very tanky. Now we go for our sludge bomb right here. Let's see what happens. He blocks it, and then we have another shield. We won't shield this down because we can take whatever it is. I mean, we need to sacrifice the Ivysaur right now, but we decided to shield it because we can razor leaf the Venusaur down. So we win game number 1 against Thick Gardevoir, and you saw an invitation right there, which means I added him. So that's his team. You can go back and pause it if you want to see the team. Now I don't think we will lead with the same Pokemon because he might switch strategies. So let's see what happens. And I'm wrong. I stayed with uh, Ivysaur. Let's see what happens next. And I'm fiercely tapping again, as you can see the bead. Yeah, Ivysaur versus Azumarill. So fortunately for us, we went for the Ivysaur lead again. Now we will just farm this fortress down. He will go for the Rock Tomb. Let's see what happens. We can farm him down because he won't be able to get to another Rock Tomb. So let's see what happens. I am panicking right there. Kalat-kalat na yung mga beads because I don't know what to do if I will go for the bait or go for the solar beam. Now he goes. We will go for another side shock right here. He is farming us down. Yeah, he blocks it, thinking that it will be a solar beam, but no, we don't have enough energy for that. Now we go for the Ivysaur. Now he will go for the ice beam, of course, because it is very effective against us, and he has another ice beam because he farmed us down. Now he goes for the Venusaur. Let's see what happens. This will probably be a frenzy plant, and it is. So we go for the aerial ace, which will be very effective against him. So ayan, aerial ace. It knocks the Venusaur down, and he needs to go for an ice beam right here, but we get to an aerial ace first, which will um, not not knock him down, but we have our Venusaur in the back, which will resist the bubble, so we take that game. So it's 4-1 from here, but we have a tiebreaker against AzorAhaiAA, and again, this is for a tiebreaker for the third place. He leads with the lantern, and I lead with the Ivysaur, and we are at an advantage there. So he swaps to the Charizard against our newly swapped Mantine, and we go for the Aerial Ace. So this is bad because Charizard can kill the Mantine with the right shield bait, and the blast burn hurts like hell. So ayan, he did not bother shielding it. Now he goes for the lantern, and he can farm us down. We go for the aerial ace to sneak in additional damage. So ayan, he is just farming us down, and we get to another charge attack because we resist the water gun. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get to another Aerial Ace. Now he goes for the Hydro Pump, which will do so much damage to us because it's a Hydro Pump. Now I am debating here whether or not we will shield this one, but we didn't shield it, so here I am panicking. As you can see, I did a circle motion right there because I don't know what to do now. So let's see what happens here. I will go for the shield. He goes for the sludge bomb. Now we will farm him down and we have enough energy for the side shock against his lantern. And he will take it because he has no shields left. So now um, let's see if we will change our lead. It is uncommon for me to change the lead because I have the safe switch plan um, with our Ninetales or Mantine. So I'm thinking, and we go for the same lead. So, ayan, against AzorAhaiAA. And I am again furiously tapping sa screen ko. Ayan, tap 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 tap. Uy, saan pumunta yun? Bud. Tap 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 tap. Ayan. And he is taking his time to think against my team. But we did not bother thinking there because um, again we have the foolproof safe switch. I go for the Ivysaur, she goes for the lantern. I for the Azumarill, my bad. So he will get to an ice beam and we will be facing a Venusaur, but we won't spend the sludge bomb against it because we can farm the Venusaur down, but we decided to go for a Psy Shock here, and it takes this Venusaur down. So let's see what will be his next Pokemon. It will be the Lantern. So he went for the double water. So now we have a Power Whip ready, and I am tracing it down and I'm panicking because he saw the circles swipes. Ayan. He will go for a Thunderbolt right here. Ayan. He I don't think he will get to another one. So let's see what happens. I will go for the Razor Leaf na lang and we won. So that's it guys. Thank you for watching.